just wondering, right? If let's say, for example, if companies were to actually say, you know that this is not going to happen forever.
Yeah.
So why won't they just take contract staff instead of offering full-time roles? Is it because of they wanted to attract the top talent over and try and hold them?
That's a great question. Again, I'll go back to Goldman Sachs as well. Even back then,
Yeah, Goldman Sachs has only a few years of contract, right? Is that true?
They have few years of contract, but I don't know what the latest is. But what I remember from back then is that we had 24 or 26,000 employees,
Right.
and we had another 20,000 contractors.
Oh.
Right, so that's how they were styled as well, right? Super heavy on the contracting side because they needed people for a few years and they would solve a certain purpose. Right. But I think what we're talking about is the people who overstaffed are the people who went after more so software engineers, folks within the tech space in general. And so what they said is that this is not a temporary thing. Everything is going gangbusters, and because people have 4 or 5 different options, if I offer them a contract role while someone else is offering them a full-time role, it's not going to work. I'm going to lose out on that talent. Let's bring them on as full-time employees. Let's give them stock. Let's give them bonuses, etc. While the going's good, everything's good. When it falls apart, then everything does, right?
Yeah, that's where I felt that it was very unrealistic.
Yeah.
You know, even when hearing from the service industry, it was insane, like how much they were paying part-timers just to join the service industry again during that period, right? Just because it was so desperate for manpower. And then my question after that was, okay, well, let's wait 6 months to a year, and are you able to fulfill that rate anymore? Or are you just going to let them go, even though they've performed very well? But because they become a real cost center to you. Then it kind of defeats the purpose of why you hired them in the first place. You know, that level of desperation cannot be sustained.
Correct.
And because of that, people and their families do suffer. So I find that there could have been a much better way to actually do that. Like, you know, in your opinion, how do you think tech companies could approach this?